It definitely took a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it.
And we saw that, you had some months where, just like in the deal sizes alone, it was over five figures. And that you
Literally. I gave him a deal of like 8,500.
In this video, I speak with one of my students, Othello Beats, who already has a prominent YouTube channel with 140,000 subscribers and has major placements with the likes of Meek Mill. So even though he has a good YouTube channel and he already has placements, he decided to add another stream of revenue with the way that I sell beats. And we went from having not really a lot of knowledge on phone sales or how to sell beats, high ticket, all the way to selling an $8,500 deal over a virtual phone call. He also got to $13,600 in beat deals in a single month. And that was only with 5 artists paying him that type of money. So in this video, we're gonna discuss the strategy and some gems along the way. So make sure you watch to the end and don't miss out on anything. All right, I'm here with Othello, one of my students, and we're gonna break down just like what his experience was in using this method, what kind of results he got, and what was working for him, and hopefully that's helpful to you too. So, but yeah, how's everything going your way with like producing and stuff, bro?
Yo, what's up, bruh? Just been really locked in lately. Locked in with instruments, just perfecting the craft. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, I know you mentioned like playing guitar because whenever I started learning how to play guitar, I think it was like the
hmm
first 3 months was like the hardest part, and then after that it was a lot smoother with like learning. But yeah, I guess like whenever you reached out and kind of ended up joining this program and that sort of thing, I guess what was the main thing that made you want to end up joining it?
Yeah, so I've always sold beats online to artists, and I've always been able to like make money that way. But I noticed that artists will reach out to me for custom beats because they don't want a beat that everyone else has. So I just wanted to have like a structure on how to do that and for it to make sense for us both. So yeah, when I saw that you were helping producers do that, I was like, perfect.
Okay, got you. Yeah, because it's like, and you already have a really prominent YouTube channel, and it's so, um, like a lot of whenever I was on YouTube, I was really unsuccessful at it. But I would notice like some artists would just reach out and they'd kind of want that more like personalized approach to it. So I guess like was that what you were seeing, like with your channel as well, in terms of like some artists would look for just they would find you on YouTube, but then they would end up like reaching out to you on other socials, or what was kind of um, yeah, what was kind of like the point of contact that they ended up doing business with you?
Yeah, quite a few artists would find my YouTube channel and they would DM me on Instagram and just be like, you have more beats like this that are not online, or like I'm looking for more of these type beats. And I'll just be like, well, I can either shoot you a link to more of those type beats, or are you interested in like me helping you make it from scratch? So yeah.
Yeah.
I think they started to like the idea more from the scratch because they felt it was more personalized to them, as well with just the opportunity to get to work with me because a lot of them are just like fans of my music. So yeah, it was pretty a blessing, honestly.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, no, for sure. Cause I guess like whenever that happens, like did you feel like they needed a little bit more push to move forward if you had like your prices at a certain point before you joined the program, or what do you think was like the main obstacle that was keeping more of them from actually handing you money?
With me personally, the only issues I was hearing from them were I just don't have it right now, or yeah, like I have bills to pay. Because for the most part, like 99% of them were just ready to get on board with a custom beat for me. So yeah, the only issues were just like they couldn't afford it at the moment.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, and that can mean so many things. Like, in terms of like, it could mean that, they are broke, for sure. Like, you can run into that. And then, like, some of the things that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes it's like you kind of get more clarity on where they're at. And they're just saying, like, hey, if you can break it down for me, we could like do installments, or, maybe they need something that's a different product than like your top of the line custom beat. Then they still end
Mhm.
up like paying you in the long run.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, in terms of like what kind of success you saw after joining, like I know you got some bigger deals, and so what was the biggest deal that you closed? Like how much was the amount for that? I guess you can let them know that. And then what did you end up selling to get that money?
The biggest deal that I remember was for an artist looking for like an 8 to 10 track project. So it was like a bulk deal. So I gave him a deal of like 8,500, and we just did payments, like monthly payments each month of um 850, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it took about like 8 months to pay it off or so. And
Gotcha.
yeah, 8 to 10 months to pay it off. But like somewhere around there. But yeah, that
Yeah,
was the
for
biggest
sure.
one that I remember.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy too that somebody would like be open to doing that, even per month. You think about that as, producers may think of that as an expense or like, why would an artist do that? But like what I kind of see in a lot of those scenarios is like they want to work with you specifically, like, whether it's your personality, whether it's your production. And
Hmm.
so they're down to lock in with you in that way. And I think like did he end up actually like coming out to where your spot was and working with you in person, or was that something that was more on the virtual side?
We did it more on the virtual side, but when
Okay.
it like we've done all the demos over Zoom. Like I would create the beat over Zoom, and then he would record in his phone and send me back vocals, and I would put them on the beat in Zoom, and they're like demo versions. And he plans on coming to my area sometime this fall to like record the actual EP with me. So yeah, it's been done virtually, but we're gonna, hop in person to finish everything up.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I thought I remember that where he was at some point you guys were going to link up and connect. So, but it just goes to show it's like even though it wasn't like in person, that sort of thing, it's like he still was willing to shell out 8,500 for a project. So, I definitely call that a win. And so in terms of like kind of the journey to get there, like did you think that it was rewarding in the long term? Like if you were going to rate like, okay, I had to put in this much work to get these kind of results. Like, do you think that it was worth it in the end, or was there anything that you would change?
Yeah, it's definitely worth it in the end. Even though honestly haven't been consistent with it, but I do plan on getting back into working on custom beats. I just been like I said, locked in and working on the instruments, and it can be time consuming, like hopping on the calls and just like figuring things out because I give it my all when I'm on these calls. So yeah, it's definitely worth it because I definitely plan on hopping back into that bag and doing the custom tracks for artists.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate that insight too, because like a lot of people try to paint something as like it's easy, you just click this button, you do this trick, you get this
Mhm.
result, but they kind of will take away from that it's like the main challenge you're going to have with being like really successful at anything is are you going to take the time and effort and energy to learn that skill so that you can actually get the result? Because like up until, what you were doing before was obviously working, but then like in adding this strategy, there was like we had to go through some hoops to learn some skills, and then that's when you started seeing results with it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, 100%. So yeah, for sure, because I think like if there was like a main tip that you would give to producers about like if they were wanting to get out and sell more custom beats and start leveraging for like I think it was 850 a beat in that case or more, then what would you tell them is like one of the biggest things that you learned in the program that allowed you to leverage that skill?
Yeah, the biggest thing I learned for sure was it's way much easier to sell to them when they already know who you are. So, yeah, even though like I don't know if I would have ended up here if I was thinking about it that way. I think it just happened naturally. But yeah, I noticed that it does help when you work with artists that artist that wants your beat. Like they like that artist that you already work with them. So yeah, because they would always ask me for like a so and so type beat or whatever. They'll be like, I like what you did on so and so's project. Like I will like a beat like that. So yeah, just working with more artists definitely helps you get that leverage. And even if it is smaller
Yep.
artists, like when you post it on your page, like they could go back and see what you've done, and they can might be like, yeah, I like this track, so it'll help them make that decision way easier.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, and it's like those are massive takeaways too. It's like if you have zero posts on your page, artists aren't going to be able to trust you because the likelihood they're going to click the link in the bio or go through your your Genius, catalog to go through all the songs that you've already produced is like really low. And so having that content up is going to be social proof.
Yeah,
That you
literally.
can do that kind of thing, and so but yeah, if you have songs out with other artists too, and this is just kind of like for the listeners because you already know this, but like if you have like something in your bio that goes to maybe a Spotify playlist, they can hear what you've done, and that way it's like it gives them that edge. It gives you that upper edge to where it's like they want something similar. They can hear themselves on your
Hmm.
work.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely helps already because sometimes it's hard to describe a sound, but like it's like way easier when you can just show them, be like, do you like something like this? Because like yeah, sometimes artists can be very specific, but it definitely helps when you can just already have an example and show them like, I can do this, I can do that, and just choose which one you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Yeah, and it's like because you gotta be making a good product too. So I would say like kind of the takeaways from that is like product comes first. You gotta have good beats, you gotta have good production, and good skills in that area. But it's like that's not the only thing we need. We also need to have a brand that shows off that music. It's like a place where we can collect artists and then talk to them and communicate with them. And then you gotta have a process to turn that into money,
Hmm.
so and I think you put all three of those together, and we saw that you had some months where just like in the deal sizes alone it was over five figures, and so yeah, you definitely like applied yourself, and I think that's why you got a really good result in the end.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely took a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, definitely appreciate you hopping on and giving your insight into everything.
Yeah, thank you too for being patient. You definitely gave me a lot of gems. So I really appreciate it for sure. There was definitely a lot of times I would like get stuck and message you like, bruh, can you help me with this? And you're always like shoot me back a message with the gems for real. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.